there! You're unstoppable!
Nothing clean by both.
Payback! All right!
Going back.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Tanek127 and welcome back to Tanek FPS. And guys, in today's video I want to talk to you all more about XDefiant. But if you want to stay up to date on all things XDefiant, make sure you are liking today's video and subscribing to the channel if you're new. We're on our road to 1,000 subscribers here on the FPS channel, and I would honestly love to have you, and I plan on doing a lot more XDefiant coverage in the future. But I'm not going to, hold you guys up. I want to talk to you guys about the topic that you're seeing here in today's video. You read the title, obviously, and, you're probably wondering what's my opinion, what's my take on this, why am I so sure about what I'm saying? And that is, Tanek, how is XDefiant better than Call of Duty? Well, I'm going to put that, out here for you, flat, cut, and dry, so you understand. The reason for that is because Call of Duty fucking sucks. And there's no other way to put that. Now, when I say that, don't get offended. I want you to take off your rose-tinted glasses and everything like that. I'm not talking about Modern Warfare 2 of, 2009. I'm not talking about Black Ops 2. I'm not talking about Black Ops 1. I'm not talking about the old glory days of COD. Honestly, if you look back over the past 5 or 6 years, the two only real decent Call of Duties we have had have been Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. You can argue and say, that Cold War is alright, but I wouldn't throw Cold War up there even with those two. Honestly, Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 are both probably the most decent COD games that we've had over the past 2 generations of consoles, and I'm honestly glad that a lot of people do agree with that statement, because those are the games I can use best to make some easy comparisons with XDefiant that, if you're sketchy about XDefiant right now, may alleviate your opinion and help you get used to the game more so later. But like I said, take off the rose-tinted glasses, okay? Because Call of Duty is not what it used to be, alright? Call of Duty is not based on a 6v6 arena experience anymore. Call of Duty barely even cares about that. Activision's main focus is Warzone. Hell, Activision, they don't even care about the old nostalgic experiences that our players love. You know why? Because if they did, those games wouldn't be getting hacked right now. They'd be available. There would be collections. They would remaster them. They would remaster the maps. They would go to some of their old school mechanics that made their games successful in the first place. But their focus has been, and I hate to say it, but straight up, copying Fortnite. And, as a COD player, Fortnite's not really what you're looking for. Now, is Warzone decent? Is Warzone a success? Sure, Warzone's fun. It's a pretty good battle royale. I don't knock Call of Duty for, for jumping into that space. But really, though, I want you to think about the past 5 years. What has Call of Duty offered you that XDefiant isn't currently offering right now in any of its playtests, betas, or anything like that? Go on, I'll wait. Yeah. XDefiant, they're literally taking a, like a map of what Call of Duty's doing wrong and fixing it in their own game and building something that's reminiscent of their own style. Now, granted, XDefiant is going to be a different experience at the end of the day. You have different factions, they all have abilities and stuff like that. But again, what Call of Duty is that reminiscent of? Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. And there are even some people, that argue that Black Ops 3 is one of the best Call of Duties of all time. Both of these Call of Duty games, 3 and 4, they had specialists. They had special abilities. There were different crazy, wacky things your characters could do and stuff like that. And the community ended up loving these games. Everybody was so sketchy and weird about them at first, remember? But as time went on, and as you got used to it, guess what? They became some of the most beloved Call of Duties ever. Black Ops 4, the whole world says it. It's one of the best competitive seasons for Call of Duty that we have ever had. The game went to 5v5. It was ground-based, but it had the abilities and stuff like Black Ops 4 did. And it was one of the most enjoyable and nostalgic experiences. Even a lot of the COD skeptics love it. And that's another thing, too. A lot of the Call of Duty skeptic channels, I'm not going to name anybody in particular, but the ones that are always hating on Call of Duty, saying it's doing the wrong thing and stuff like that. There's one thing I don't understand about them is some of them are sketchy about XDefiant 2 when they literally see that XDefiant is doing the things better that Call of Duty won't. You don't want skill-based matchmaking and casual playlists? They took it out. They're going to give a ranked playlist for offering that kind of thing. Bright, vibrant, colorful maps. Just good netcode, good hit detection, a focus on 6v6 multiplayer. Why would people, not realize that this is better than the experience you're getting now? Our current Call of Duty, you have skill-based matchmaking in ranked and you have it in casual games. Their focus is on microtransactions and battle royale. The 6v6 experience is terrible because everything they use is just reused assets from their battle royale to try and lazily fill in that nostalgic feeling that some of their veteran players miss from some time ago. Call of Duty right now is all about building a new community of players that that enjoy their current experiences and shitting on the community that enjoyed their past experiences. And again, a lot of these COD veterans out here are people that love the past. Like, guys, for God's sakes, Modern Warfare 2 is so shit that Optic Scump retired. How can you tell me that XDefiant's not going to offer a better experience? How can you tell me that XDefiant currently doesn't offer a better experience? How can you look me in the eye and say that? Yes, XDefiant does have its issues. There are some netcode things that they need to work on. There are, some hit detection things. Now, granted, it was a lot better in this beta than it was previously. And, there are some bugs in iron out. And their servers, that's definitely one thing they need to nail down since before launch. But other than that, what can you really tell me that XDefiant isn't offering that classic Call of Duty used to? I really want you to look hard and think about that. And you'd rather trust the current Activision and the current state of Call of Duty over something like this, a game that's, that's been monitored by classic COD players, old classic COD devs who know the experience we want? You've got to be crazy if that's what you're thinking. If you think Call of Duty's just going to come around, wake up, and swing some mirror, did them shutting off the fan-made mods tell you guys anything at all? How many more times does Activision have to slap this community in the face before people really move on to something better and something new? Ubisoft is giving you that opportunity. Now, granted, there's a few things Ubisoft are going to have to nail if they really want this to succeed and compete with COD in that good way. Number one, Ubisoft really needs to give their studio that works on XDefiant the true resources, tools, and marketing that they need. The game has been positively received by so many people in the Call of Duty community. The potential and the realization is there. It's time to put on the big boy pants, pull out the big boy funds, and support this game the way that it deserves and the way that's needed. If Ubisoft executes on this right, I'm not saying it'll kill Call of Duty, but it'll definitely take a big fat chunk out of that player base and be a runner-up and also show other developers that, hey, COD isn't the king that it used to be, and we can offer better experiences. And maybe, just maybe, if COD starts losing every here and there, maybe they'll get the wake-up call and start making the game that their fans truly deserve again. But guys, my honest recommendation, Activision's not doing it. Ubisoft is doing it. What the hell are you waiting for? That's all I got to say. Anyway, let me know how you are feeling down in the comments below. You enjoyed this video? Smash that like button. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.